Good evening, everyone. It is June 21st, 2023. Now, we did have Jerome Powell testifying today, which caused a quite a balanced session for the majority of the day. We held that 4405 number, God knows how many times, probably 10 times, just getting bids every single time. And we were just stuck in that initial balance right until about 2:15 or so, at which time we broke the high of the day. We got into yesterday's VWAP close, and then we got that flush once back below the initial balance, which is what I was looking for, and I played that short. Uh, Overall, we're getting what I wanted to see, which is some downward momentum occurring. We're finally below that upward trend line on the daily. I've also this is a rough idea. Don't go thinking this is going to be something I'm actually trading off of, but you can see that in general, what I'm going to be looking for is for us to be somewhere around here by Tuesday or Wednesday. So I am looking for this selling to speed up a little bit. I want to see us get into the 4380s tomorrow. I want to see us get even lower later after that. So that's how I'm looking at this. Tomorrow we have unemployment numbers pre-market, and then we do have Jay Powell on once again at 10 a.m. I wouldn't be surprised if the market tunes him out a little bit more tomorrow. Not unusual when you have two sessions in a row with pretty much the same, for lack of a better word, data occurring. It'll usually get tuned out. Now the Nasdaq, similar story, nothing too different. We're getting that selling. We've lost that 150-ish level, and on this smaller time frame, you can see that we've broken this support, which held as resistance, and right now we're flirting with this support as well, where hopefully we'll break down below, and we can see what happens there tomorrow. Now, in terms of trades, how am I looking at this thing? Let's get into it. On the ES, ignoring all that up above, I only want to be short once. That'll be at 22 halves. Last week's half back, right around value area high, kind of our main resistance on the session. That's where we had, I think we trapped a lot of breakout longs around there as well. Below there, I want to be long 0.43 quarters, just after a run of today's low of the day. Below there, I want to be long 84s after a tag of 83 quarter. So after a tag of this low over here, I think, oh, nope, after a run of there. Actually, I think I'll take it after a run of this here, whatever this is. 81s, something like that. Not sure why this isn't working. My magnet. After a tag of those stops. Below there, 64s, 55s, 38s. I doubt we get down that low. Probably 80s is where we'll stop. I'd be surprised if we got much lower than 64 or 55, to be honest. On the Nasdaq, being a little bit more aggressive on the short side, I do want to be short at all of these numbers. 268s, that March high. 211s, the weekly open where we churned around in the morning. This is a 5-minute chart. 197s, the auction point of control of this churn. Below there, same idea. I want to be short at the false breakout zone 126s. That's also our settlement lows. Below there, an aggressive short at the VWAP close at 91 halves. Below there, I want to be long 979.50 after a run of this low. There we go. Got it right on this ticker. And below there, I want to be long 887s and 856. Again, I doubt we get into the lower 800s for tomorrow. But overall, we are getting what I wanted to look at. I was aggressively short on the ES today at that 22, 23 area, just because, in my opinion, if we ramped upwards into the close, I just couldn't see us falling to 4,300 before the end of the month. That would be a scenario where I think we'd start to go and take out that 58 number, go ahead and get into this 72, this 84, and start breaking out those higher numbers. So for now, what I want to see is a proper red session, and I'm going to be careful about where I'm taking my longs. I'm going to take my time to let the market settle down a bit before taking a long. On the NQ, I think you can scalp longs pretty comfortably, even if the day ends up red. So a little bit more aggressive on the short side on the Nasdaq, especially breaking these momentum guys. On the ES, letting it kind of you know, find a bid first, letting it settle down, and then taking longs. Not too aggressive. This trend line right now is sitting right around the 90s, so I think that lines up with this number over here. Yeah, 84. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Hope it helps. Not a long video. Leaning short bias still. I want to see us get into by the end of the week. What sort of number? Do, 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 do. Yeah, around this demand zone, 43.50-ish. I think that's reasonable to expect for the end of the week, 43.50s. Have a great night. Trade safe. Sorry, a little bit tired after waking up from a nap. Have a great night.